Hey guys, so I have a question, and I'm going to tell you a story before I tell you the question. So yesterday, it starts a few months back. A few months back, I had this friend who's unfortunately no longer a friend. She just something clicked in her head and something happened. But we became fast friends. We met at a center where they did a lot of crafts, a lot of activities, and it was through the local college here. So this is cricket. So we became friends and we enjoyed a lot of the same crafts. She didn't have a lot of craft experience, but I worked at Michael's, worked at different kind of craft places, and gotten a lot of craft experience, and just learned on my own how to do so many different crafts. But she didn't, and it was fine. We learned together. But she had the ideas. She wanted to make a craft class, and that was fine. But she didn't want to be the leader of it because something to do with what her reason was. But she didn't want to be the leader of it. So she asked me to be the leader of it. So I said yes, I would. I made that conscious decision, and probably a month into it. Now, the first meeting was supposed to be in November, and we had started planning it 2 months out. And probably a month before the first meeting, she just was so different. She started acting different. She was, calling me or texting me. I had 1,000 text messages from her on an average week at that point. And I said, you need to calm down. It's gonna be okay. We can get through this. We're just making tile coasters and I forget, an ornament, a decoupaged ornament at that point. I was like, you just need to, breathe. You just need to breathe. So she didn't calm down. She just kept on with the text message, kept on with the nonsense. And, I have a toddler, I have a teenager, I have a very busy life, and I told her, I was like, you can't be texting me 1,000 times a day. I can't respond to all these text messages and, all these questions and everything else that you're doing. So we had the first meeting, and it was fine, and we agreed that the next meeting, the next class, we would teach one craft. We agreed on that before we got there. In the middle of the craft, or in the middle of the meeting, she decides that we need to do 2 crafts. And we get all the paperwork, surveys of people who want to take the classes and what they want to learn. And I calculated up everything. Well, she wanted to see the paperwork, so I gave it to her. And I'm pretty sure, I have no proof, but I'm pretty sure she changed it, because hardly anybody wanted to learn crafts that kids would enjoy. Because we're all adults. Everybody had grandkids, and they've learned all those crafts, but that was the kind of crafts that she was good at. So she said, well, most people want to do kids crafts, and I'm like, no, most people want to do jewelry making, card making, and gifts they can give or crafts they can give as a gift. So I'm pretty sure she changed all that. And then we had the next meeting in January, because we took off for Christmas, and she just completely took over everything. It was just, and me and her had a meeting, and I said, look, I'm going to step down as a leader and just be a participant, because I didn't want to ruin our friendship, and I didn't want to ruin our ability to go. I enjoyed the group, and she just got so possessive and demanding about, well, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to do this, this, and this. And I'm the kind of person that you can ask me to do it, and I'll do it. You can tell me to do it, and I'm not going to do it for nothing. So it got to that point, and I said, I'm not going to be a part of this group anymore. I hope you have fun with it. Goodbye. And that was the last time I've talked to her, and that was the end of January. Fast forward to July, and I have decided that I haven't taken any classes there, because I was just, the drama of running into her to me seemed like too much. I just didn't want to deal with her, because I know she's one of those people who, nice to your face, and you got to pull the knife out of your back after you finish talking to her. But I didn't want to run into her. I didn't want there to be any drama. So I just kind of avoided going to that extension center at all. I just avoided it. So I didn't take any classes. I didn't go in any groups. I didn't even make contact until a few weeks ago. They had their newsletter come out, and I saw a couple of Christmas and July crafts that I really wanted to do. And one of them was last night, and it was this little coin pouch. A beautiful coin pouch. I could have figured it out on my own. I could have done it on my own. It takes scraps of fabric. It's really beautiful, though. But I wanted to go to the group. I wanted to socialize, you know. I wanted to just get out there and be with people. But I was dreading the fact that I might run into her and there would be drama. So I debated all day. And my brother-in-law was in town and my husband was at work. So I just complained about it all day long. You hear my toddler in the back. I complained about it all day long, and he did what a good brother-in-law does. He just, he just listened, basically, and he didn't say a word about it. He just listened. And I went from, I'm not going because it's raining, to, oh, it's not raining that bad, I need to go, to, oh, I want to go to this new store with you and my husband, to, I can go to that store anytime. So finally I decided to go, and she wasn't even there. I had worked myself up worrying about a situation that wouldn't have even happened. Now I have another class coming up that I signed up for 2 Mondays from now, and I don't know if she'll be there. If she's there, I'm not going to let it bother me, because she's not the boss of me. She can't. Letting someone have that control over me because I don't want to deal with their behavior is ridiculous. Their behavior is on them. It's not on me. So here's my question. Have you ever avoided a situation or going somewhere that you wanted to go because someone else might be there to cause drama? Well, I'm not going to let that happen anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. If she's there, so what? I can still sit down at my sewing machine and have a good time. I can enjoy the process of making something. I can do whatever I want to do, whether she's there. I just won't let her get close enough to stab me. In the back, metaphorically. But here's the question. Again, have you ever done something or avoided doing something that you wanted to do because someone might be there to cause drama in your life? And how do you avoid that drama? It's a question of the day. Let me know in the comments below. Till next time. Bye-bye.